Hey, what's up guys, this is Reloads and welcome to my analysis of the zombies gameplay we saw in the new Black Ops 2 Uprising DLC preview that was uploaded on the Call of Duty YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, then there'll be a link either on the screen or in the description. You can go and watch it and then come back to this video because I'll be talking about some things which you may have missed because I missed them in my initial first viewing of the preview, and I'll probably brainstorm some ideas and such, and hopefully it'll be cool. So without further ado, let's start off with the first screenshot from the video. Okay, so this is one of the first things we've actually shown of the Alcatraz map in the preview. It's before the initial sort of talking about it. It's a very quick thing, it only lasts like a couple of seconds, probably not even that, but as you can see, this is actually some sort of warden from the zombie map. And personally, what I'm thinking, this is probably going to be some sort of, almost like a dog round that we're used to in the past. But if they want to try and mix it up, which I think they might do, because it's not actually the normal zombie people that are creating this, it's actually the single player creators. And what I think they'll try and do is not try and make it a specific round, but like, you'll have to do certain things, or certain things will have to be in place for him to come out and start doing things. And yeah, not only that, but because like the warden's job is to, like, you know, manage the people, or in this case which is going to be the zombies, because the zombies used to be prisoners. What I think will happen is, maybe because the zombies might, or they might keep this idea of this warden having an authority place, a place of authority in the prison. What might happen is, when this warden comes and starts trying to kill you, all the other zombies that might be in the map, they might be like, oh god, it's the warden, what are we gonna do? And they might sort of run off maybe into some cells, because there is a screenshot I'll show you later on, but they're coming out of the cells. And that might just be a normal spawn point for them. But maybe like when the warden comes, they're all sort of panicking, like, oh no, it's the warden, what are we gonna do? And they run into the cells, lock the cells so the warden doesn't catch them out, and then you've got to fight the warden. And then as soon as the warden's dead, all the zombies start sort of bailing from the cells and start attacking you from all directions, and it's just an overall mess. So yeah, that's the first screenshot. Let's move swiftly on. Right, so this next screenshot is part of when they're giving you a bit of almost a cinematic view of the prison. And what you can actually see at the top of the screen, which caught my eye when I first watched it, is actually a dead body. I'm not sure if it's a human body or a zombie body, but you could actually see like a dead body just sort of hanging from the ceiling, just chilling. And I think that's a really sort of, I want to say cool, but it's not really, I don't think that's the right word to use. Almost really demonic. Not demonic. You get the idea. It's really dark. Like this place got so bad for prisoners, people who have committed crimes, who are used to bad things. This place got so bad that they felt that that's the only way they could get away from it. I think that's a really nice little attachment they put onto this cinematic part of the preview. Okay, so this next bit you might be thinking, like, why are you showing us this? This wasn't in the preview, was it? And it actually was. Right after some guy has started speaking, and he said, that's why we went to Alcatraz. And then they go into some more cinematic stuff. There's a single frame of this, and I want to actually thank some people from Play the Game. Link will be in the description to check them out. I was in a Skype chat with some people, and they actually pointed it out, otherwise I might not have noticed it. So thank you to them who actually pointed this out. And I actually don't know, it's obviously a teddy bear, which we know as the Easter egg songs, but I don't really see a link to it. I think they're in a prison cell maybe. So maybe it's a hint saying that one of the teddies we have for the Easter egg song might be in a cell block or something. I really don't know, and I don't want to say anything just in case it's really wrong and I make myself look like an idiot. But if you have any ideas what this could be or what it could mean, then by all means leave a comment. I'll be happy to listen to some ideas and sort of let people hear some of the good ones. And so yeah, let's move on. Next, we have another sort of far distance cinematic shot of the prison where you can sort of cut. It's not that clear in this map, but in this view. But in the next screenshot I'm going to show you, it's a lot more clear just how big the map actually looks. And the one thing which caught my eye is that red beam of light coming from the sky, which normally if there's a beam of light coming from the sky, we normally associate it with the box. But the box is normally like a blue-white kind of light. And so this kind of is another signifier, because I haven't actually mentioned it, but the zombie's eyes, if you haven't already noticed, which I should think you have, are actually red, which is something completely different from what we've normally had. We normally had yellow or blue, and now we have red. Well, I say yellow, I think it was more of an orangey sort of colour, but it's now red. And which means two things: either someone completely different is in control of the zombies, or no one is in control of the zombies, and this is just their natural state. And so this could link in with that the new box locator is actually going to be red, or this is completely different. This might link to where maybe the warden is. Maybe this is a way of saying, the warden's here, stay away from this location or you will die. I don't know, it could mean one of those two things, or could mean something completely different. It's just sort of letting you know that it's there and getting some ideas flowing. And let's move on to the next screenshot. Right, I've included this screenshot mostly purely because it's a way of sort of showing you just how big this map could potentially be. Purely because in the foreground here you've got the very close outside of the prison, which I'm assuming you can go in. There's no indicator, like there's no guns on the wall that I can see at least that sort of indicate that you can go there, but you're assuming that you can because otherwise there's no other way you would see it, so it's not exactly for aesthetic purposes. But you've got this main building and outside here that you can assume go in, and then you've got this bit in the background which looks like it's almost on top of a hill, which means that it's quite far away from this building here, so you can, there must be some sort of way you could get to either one, and they're both looking moderately big buildings as well. So, and as well as this, you've also got the red light in the background, which I mentioned earlier. And also, if you look inside the building, there's also like the red room, which is kind of weird because it's not normally that bright. If it is the box I'm talking about, the box normally isn't that bright as far as I remember, so it's kind of weird if it is the box that they've increased the brightness. But anyway, yeah, I've just included this just so you can sort of see a bit more of this scenery. And yeah, let's move on again. Now this is actually something which I'm really sort of excited about, and when I first saw this I was like, it's actually a new gun. It's some sort of gangster, almost PPSH looking gun, a Tommy gun type thing. And so yeah, we've got a new gun that we could be expecting. And also, if you look on the ground, you can sort of see some zombie mangled bodies, just so you can get an idea of what their texture looks like. They've got barbed wires around them for some reason, so maybe like the zombies have climbed over barbed wire. Maybe even like if they're fine when they've just spawned in, but like if they climb over barbed wire, it sort of mangles on them, and that's some sort of like dynamic thing that happens, that whenever they go over a barbed wire and stuff like that, when they get it tangled on them and it stays with them. I don't know, it's just an idea. But yeah, new gun, you can get that sort of idea of what the zombies are going to look like. And next screenshot, please. Okay, so this screenshot is actually going to be really brief. There's not really much in this at the moment, apart from you've obviously got the zombie person guy in the background just chilling, just hanging. And but something I want to quickly draw your attention to, which is why I've included this screenshot. Look at the guy on the right. He's got the normal shirt on. It's not got any special writing on it. I just want to sort of point out that it's got no blood on it. His face looks moderately clean as well. And I just wanted to draw that to your attention. But let's quickly go back a bit, where you've got a more sort of view of everything else. This is what I mentioned earlier, like zombies coming out of the cell blocks. So maybe like this is just after when the warden's been here, and this is them now coming out because he's dead. And you've also got another zombie just hanging, which is new. I don't know if that's a glitch and it's just sort of fell from the top level and it's sort of just hanging there, or it's an actual thing. Like when you kill a zombie, there's a chance they might fall over, catch their leg on something, and just sort of hang there for the rest of the game, or for a round or something. But you know, that's something new, something which we didn't see in the past. So let's move on to another screenshot. Right, so this is what I was talking about when I said earlier, bear in mind that guy's shirt and clothing and stuff. Like before it was all clean and it was all fine and happy and stuff like that. But now it's got blood on him, he's got cuts on his arms, and his character look has just changed completely. Now this might just be a coincidence, and since they've done that shot on this one, they might have retextured him or something. Or, here's an idea which I had, maybe like when you're killing zombies and stuff, if you shoot them close range, you might get blood on you, and your character looks will gradually change over time. And I don't know, that just seems like a cool idea. Like if you shoot a zombie close up, they'll get blood splattered on you, and it's all gruesome and stuff like that. I think that'll be a pretty cool idea. Nice little dynamic change throughout the game, so it's constantly changing, not just staying the same. But yeah, that's a cool idea which I had when I sort of pointed that out. I actually noticed that when I was doing all these screenshots. I was like, wait a minute, there's blood there. I'm not even. I think it is the same person. I'm pretty sure it is. I've only seen these characters a couple of minutes while I've been doing this, and I looked at it a few times, got some ideas from people, and just saw that and thought, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a cool idea, and I've included it. So anyway, we've got one more screenshot. Let's move on to that, and we'll wrap this video up. So this is actually the last screenshot which I thought had held some sort of importance or some sort of something new in it. It doesn't necessarily mean there isn't anything else in the other shots, it just means that I haven't noticed anything or thought that in my eyes it didn't seem important. But the reason why I chose this screenshot is not only do we get to see what the zombies look like a bit better than before, we get to see more blood and his armor's being shot off and the red eyes and chains and stuff. But in the background you actually see what's, honestly, to me, I initially thought it looked like a hellhound, but it looks too, I want to say nasty, but the hellhounds themselves look pretty nasty themselves. But it doesn't look similar. I mean, they might have just retextured it or something, but it is definitely a dog. It looks chained up as well. So that's quite an interesting feature. Maybe it gets released at some point, and you've got not only watch out for the warden, but maybe these as well, or maybe they're just chained there, and if you get too close, then they're just going to attack you. Maybe they even hold some sort of relevance to what the Easter egg will be. That would be kind of cool, but I honestly don't know what they would be. Well, I know what they are. They're some sort of dogs, but I don't know. I think that's a pretty interesting idea that they've got in here, and they've shown off quite a few little bits, and I've never done this before, so I hope I've done it some justice. And I've gone on for quite a while, so I'm actually going to wrap this video up now. If you have any ideas, if you've seen anything which I might have missed, and you want to share your ideas, then by all means, put them in the comments. And if you like this video, if you've learned a thing or two, maybe saw something that you missed, then by all means, you can give me a thumbs up. I will much appreciate it. Because like I said, I've never done these sort of analysis videos before. I've heard a lot of things about what was in here. I've seen some stuff which I think looked pretty cool, and I thought it'd be nice to share it. And I want to quickly say thank you to people that play the game, because I am in a Skype chat with them at the moment, and they've been sort of saying, oh, I noticed this, and I was like, oh, I hadn't noticed that as well. And, you know, that's a cool channel. If you want, check them out. And thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, then you can give me a like, but if you did not enjoy it, then you can always give me a dislike, but then post a comment saying what you didn't like about it, and I will try my best to change it for future videos. Thank you again for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I shall speak to you later. Goodbye.